going on, guys? It's Crash. I wanted to get this video out, and it happens to be the day after I got surgery done to remove my wisdom teeth and a couple molars as well. I had 6 teeth removed yesterday. For some reason, we're here. But I wanted to get to the Florida Panthers in the Masters Challenge. There is going to be some hiccuping going on. There's going to be some burping as well. I do apologize for that. I'm on meds. I'm on antibiotics. I had a tube shoved down my throat yesterday. So that's going to happen. But I'm excited to get back onto the Masters, back here on YouTube. Again, crashandrews.com/masters if you want to know all the rules with the challenge. I haven't updated the results. I might take some time next week to get those all back up to date. But at the end of the day, let's get into it. Here is the Masters, the Florida Panthers, here for myself, Crash Andrews. So I wanted to go through the rules this time, add them in at the beginning of the video so that you could see we finished off with Edmonton Season 4 with the Stanley Cup. So we couldn't really go over the rules too much last time, but this time I wanted to show you the rules. You may see some edits later on. That's if the hiccuping gets out of control or if burping gets a little out of control as well. But at the end of the day, we got to keep moving forward. Who else is a Florida Panthers fan? There's Deej. That's too long. How about just Deej? There we go. We're so close to the LA Kings as well. That's going to be a tough one for me. It's going to be a tough one. Not going to lie. All right, owner mode is off. Fantasy draft off. NHL salary cap on. GM firing is off. Head coach edit lines is off. Fog of war is off. Morale stays on. CPU trade stays on. None of those go. Auto sign free agents. Auto staff management. We're good to go there. Let's go to rules and settings. Quick settings. I believe I have a preset that doesn't do everything. There's Masters. This needs to be on Superstar, pardon me. Trade difficulty is medium. Auto scouting is both. Staff management is off. Injuries are on. So we're good there, I think. Let's go advanced settings. These are fully healed. Head coach firing pop-up. We really don't, you know what? I actually like seeing those. I actually like seeing the head coach firing pop-up, just in case we're in a situation where we need a new head coach. Excuse me. Trade offer notifications are going to stay on. Waiver notifications on. Morale meetings are off. Excuse me. Gameplay version. Trade offer notifications are going to stay on. Gameplay version is the latest. Waiver notifications are going to stay on. Morale meetings are off. Blockbuster trade alerts I turn off as well, because we don't need to see what everybody else is doing. Let's go over to gameplay sliders. And fatigue effect. Not fatigue. We're going to do injury. Is down to 5. That was already preset. Perfect. I believe that's it. All right, so let's take a look at our lineup. This is where a head coach comes into play. It's the wild card of the challenge, but it lets us know we don't want the head coach to help. Lets us know where our players are going to play, where they're set up, and so far, our top 3 players are set up perfectly for that top line. Thank you, coach. You want a sniper, you want a playmaker, and you want a power forward. So Barkov's the most likely going to be our power forward here. We've got Hoffman, Huala, Conley. Hoffman's not necessarily set for that second line. He might be a good third liner, depending on what we can find in free agent or in trades. Brett Conley as well. Huala didn't really fit that second line either. So our second line might be up for moves by the looks of things. After our first line, we really don't have any. Okay, so Brian Boyle does like playing on that second line, so we're going to flip that. Wow, that was a good one. I think I want to move Hoffman down to the third line. That doesn't necessarily mean that Vatrano is going to play up. He's actually a pretty decent fourth liner. Walmark's going to go. Conley's going to go. Scivier's going to go. Because Conley... No, he doesn't work on the third. Yeah, a bit of identity crisis after that first line. So we'll play around with what we can find on the market. Yandel's not a good fit for this team. Ekblad is decent. So is Matheson. So is Strawman, Uyghur, and Pissick. So Yandel's the piece we're going to move on from here. I'm not all that excited about moving on Bobrovsky just yet, but we got to keep our eyes on him throughout the season. He may be a piece, though, to go and get Carter Hart, who we won with in Season 4 of the Edmonton Oilers. There's a lot of different options out there, but like maybe even a Marc-Andre Fleury for the first 2 seasons, but Carter Hart's kind of our main goal here. Yandel is going to be the one that moves off the defense, and then pretty much everybody else other than Boyle and my top line. Possibly Hoffman if we can get a better second liner. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my NHL scouts out. That way we can bump over to the... We can go through the preseason. They've got a chance to scout a little bit, and we can build this team a little bit better. We're going to scout a group of players. Go for the entire season. We'll hit start. We will go to the Metro, scout a group of players. We are going to sim to the beginning of the regular season. This just gets me a little bit of a better idea of what's out there, what's available, and whether or not we can trust our scouts right away or not. Rather than just guessing. All right, so let's go with... Our first line's good. We need second liners. I'd like them to be around 85s. Or at least 2 85s and somewhere between an 82, 84-ish. Somewhere around there. But the trait value is going to be important here too. Because we don't necessarily want to bring in somebody who's going to cost us a lot of players. And if a Tyler Bertuzzi fits, Bertuzzi's coming on this squad. He's a top 6. So we're going to go get Tyler Bertuzzi. That's a no-brainer right now. First name that I saw. The first name I saw was Tyler Bertuzzi, so let's go grab him. So we're going to go find trade. We're going to see what Detroit wants for him. They want a first rounder in Brett Conley, which I'm not against. Or Lassen, who's a rookie and a second rounder. Let's go for it. Nassen's not going to pan out as quickly as we need him to, so here we are. Just to take a quick look while we're on Detroit, the bottom 6, top 6 is something that you definitely want to look for, or the all defensive pairings. So Hronek, it will actually be a good addition because he would fit our lines better, it looks like. Depending on what they want in return. They want Conley in a first as well, Strawman in a second. Bjorkstrom is another kind of rookie player. We're not trading you back Todd Bertuzzi or Tyler Bertuzzi. Let's go here. So let's see how those guys fit in here. So we're going to bring up Bertuzzi. We'll double check. Hronek is on the squad here too, but for some reason, Bertuzzi was on the AHL. We got to send somebody down, and that is going to be probably our lowest. Whoever this guy is. Sure. It's actually kind of a shame that Hoffman doesn't work on that second line, because that would actually make a pretty decent second line. All right, let's take a look at the defense. Add Hronek. Once we cheese those should be in good shape. Jeff Petrie fits all defensive pairings. Domi's 3. Top 6 forward lines. Brendan Gallagher's always a good guy to bring in. See if we can get a double deal with Petrie, because he's all defensive pairings. How does Drouin fit? Forward line 1. Now let's do Petrie and Gallagher and see what they need back. Let's take a look and see who they actually want. Yandel's going to be a part of it. Owen Tippett's going to be a part of it. Noel's going to be a part of it. And Walmark. We need some help salary cap-wise. That was easy. All right, so let's get Brendan Gallagher on here. Hopefully he fits that second line decently. That's okay. If that ends up being a 3, I'm not angry about that. There's Petrie. Where does he fit? Fits everywhere, which is fantastic. I don't mind our defense right now. I don't mind our defense at all. Offense still needs a little bit of work, but that's why we're here. That's a 3-2-2. Hoffman really doesn't fit with that X. That X kind of sticks with him wherever he goes. And he's only a 1 up there. What's Gallagher up here? He's a better 3. Remember when we scouted him at top 6? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave these guys up here. I mean, if they end up being a +1, so be it. We might be able to bring somebody in who fits better. All forward lines Connor Brown. This is where we might move a Conley. Conley in the pick. Hopefully he fits on that third line. Fantastic. Perfect. Brian Boyle's going to stay there. He's got good face-offs as well. Oscar Lindblom. We might be able to get him for a rookie. And that's equal. They just need cap. So how creative can we get here? We're going to have to take on a body. So who's got the lowest value but has a massive contract? And I think it's Kevin Hayes. I mean, we have to if we want to make this deal work, right? Now let's hope Kevin Hayes was scouted wrong. We have to move some players down here too. That's fine. He wasn't going to play on this roster anyways. So we lose Vatriano to waivers. Lindblom looks perfect on that third line. Where does Kevin Hayes work, if he even works on this team? He's a first liner. He's an absolute first liner, which has that problem of, where do I play these other guys? Do I do this? That's a 5. I think gets us into that +3. That's going to be a 5. Boyle's good there. So we just need to improve on Akaria and it's Akari, isn't it? And Hawala. And then we've got our guy Carter Hart. Mikhaev, and I think it was Shore that we went past there. But if I'm doing this, I want to pick back. I want at least a third. There we go. That'll do. I don't know that I want to move anybody down here to boost Akayev up, or Mikhaev. We've got a 4 there. Oh, you can't see. You got to trust me. Line 4 fit for Boyle. So it's just Akari. And then we can cheese our lines. Heedle. So we're going to look for a deal for Heedle here. They do want Akari. It's not quite where we need it, so we can actually throw... I'm comfortable throwing a future first round draft pick here. Not a 7th. Try to even this up a little bit. They don't like that. There we go. Now if he fits, we can move on to cheese. If he doesn't fit, then we got to keep looking. I'd actually like that a little bit better, but to be a little bit better, but here we are. Not much we can do about it. So we have 5-3-5-5. We do. 5-3-5-5 is what we're looking at, which that's fine. I think that's perfect for what we need here. 3 threes. I don't think we expected anything different. We don't have any true first liners. But we can run it this way and see how the season starts up. Season 1 of the Florida Panthers. We finished the preseason against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We get to see them 2 more times here to start the month. Start the season off with a win. 2 wins in a row, including a 7-0 beating of the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is interesting. They usually sim pretty well. Good start. good start, 5-1 to start the season. It's a move we don't necessarily need to make yet. Let's take a look at Gardner and Williams. All defensive pairings, and if there was something other than the first that they want, though. I mean, when you can get Justin Williams, you get Justin Williams, right? So we finished the first month 7-2-1. We head into October. Oh, we didn't even finish that. We didn't even finish that month. 9-3-1. That's where we finished October. So we're gonna go to November now. It's a loss against Washington. Blowout win against the Islanders. A 2-0 shutout against the Rangers. A loss to the Bruins, but a win against the Jets. And we return the shutout favor to the Rangers there. Lost to the Hurricane, a win to Buffalo, a win against the Capitals, and we beat the Predators to finish off the month. 16-8-2. Dadonov going off. 43 points. Huberdeau with 40. Barkov with 32. Kevin Hayes with 22. Gallagher with 22. Ekblad with 19. Pair of wins matched up with a loss to the Sharks. Overtime win against the Lightning. A win against the Islanders. 6-2 win over Boston. 7-3 over the Ottawa Senators. Back-to-back wins against Dallas and the Hurricane. Our 10th loss of the season is at the hands of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 6-2 win against Detroit. 3-2 loss to Montreal, and a loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets gets us to 25-12-2 on the season. 62 points for Dadonov. 55 for Huberdeau. 50 for Barkov. 36 for Gallagher. Hayes at 27. Ekblad at 26. Pardon me. Now, if you've gotten to this point of the video and you haven't hit subscribe, notifications, anything like that, please do make sure that you're sharing this video with all of your friends as well. Twitter is twitter.com/crash_Andrews, and make sure you check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/crash_Andrews. Big hiccup to finish that off. All right. Trade deadline's coming up here fast and furious. We're in January. We can get through this month and then start tinkering based on what we're seeing in the lineups. Nice little win streak to start the month. 6-game win streak, a 7-game win streak with that win against the LA Kings. Another win against Detroit. We get our first loss on the 21st against the Chicago Blackhawks. Our only loss of the month. Gets us to 34-13-2. Handful of wins to start the month again. I mean, we're over 40 wins heading into the trade deadline. But did we build just a good regular season team, or did we build a playoff winning team? So let's run it. I mean, Dadonov's 102 points before the trade deadline. 97 for Huberdeau. Barkov's at 80. We've got a couple point per game players. I think we're doing okay here. There really was nobody out there that I could justify bringing in. That was an upgrade. We tried, but so Mikheyev obviously isn't happy. Uyghur's actually got pretty decent morale, all things considered. But if we can find a deal here for Mikheyev to improve the morale of the team heading into the playoffs, then that's what we're gonna do. Carter Hart's up to an 87. So we're gonna run through the trade deadline here. This is the roster we're going to go with. It's Kevin Hayes, Jonathan Huberdeau, Dadonov, Gallagher, Barkov, Bertuzzi, Lindblom, Hoffman, Brown, Williams, Boyle, Hedel. On defense, Petri, Ekblad, Roenick, Strawman, Gardner, Matheson. And our goaltenders are going to be Carter Hart and Georgiev. We're going to full send. That was our deadline move, was getting Georgiev. It's now up to this squad to bring home the cup. We're looking for that 50th win. Happens at the hands of the St. Louis Blues. We've got a chance at 60 here. Finishing out the season strong here. Lost to Toronto, which is expected. They are a strong team. We got to win out for 60. That's one. Up against Ottawa. So we won't get 60 wins. Will we finish with 59, 20, and 3 on the season? Evgeny Dadonov finishes with a 122 points, 44 goals. Huberdeau with 119, Barkov with 107. That top line was disgusting. 82 points for Gallagher. Ekblad with 65. Hayes with 63. Carter Hart 50 wins. 9-14, 2-6, 2-2-6. Georgiev on this team. Looks like he got 4 games in. 3 wins. Did his job. Toronto is my kryptonite. Hopefully we won't have to see them in the playoffs, but hopefully we will have a long run and hopefully a Stanley Cup incoming. And we get the Toronto Maple Leafs first off. Fantastic. You love to see it. Here we go. Sim through the first 3. That's a loss. That's a win. We're up 2-1. Can we make it 3-1 and put a stranglehold on this series? We can. Can we close it out? First period, 1-0. Sorry, 1-1 each. Cheeks clapping in for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 3-3. Heading into the final period. We are out shooting them. Got the power play. Can we capitalize? We cannot. We head to overtime. Just to take a look at the stats here too. We're tied at offense. We've got better defense and better goaltending. Game 5. Overtime. We score. We send the Toronto Maple Leafs home. They score. They live to see another day. 2-on-2. Dadonov in the slot. Shoots. Big save. Ekblad over to Davinov. Shot. Shoots. Scores. Hayes. Did Hayes get that rebound? Either way, we are moving on to the second round. We always have difficulties against Toronto, and we win it early in overtime. This is where Huberdeau gets his shot off in the slot. Nice little one-timer. Bounces off to Veras. Anderson can't play cleanly. And is it Hayes? Right there. Nice little tap in. Scores. So we finish Toronto in game 5. We're going to take on the Buffalo Sabres in round number 2. Sim the first 3. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Can we sweep the Buffalo Sabres? Let's calendar sim it. Calendar simming has worked for us so far. We're going to simulate up to this day, and we sweep the Buffalo Sabres. So we are either taking on the New York Rangers or the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals. It looks like New York got that 3-1 lead. We've got the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals. We will sim the first 3. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. Can we take that hold on the series? We can. We always watch the trophy presentation. If it happens, I'm knocking on wood. Let's take a look at the stats of the two teams. 92, 92, and 88 for us. We've got them in offense, defense, and goaltending here. We'll sim this game. It is game number 5. We're up 3-1 in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 2-1 good guys after 1. Hoffman and Dadonov for us. Strome for the Rangers. Henrik Lundqvist in net for the Rangers. That's a 4-1 score. Hoffman and Barkov on Lundqvist. We've doubled them in shots. Power play for the Rangers. Zabinajad gets one on Carter Hart. Another power play. We score a shorthanded goal. Matheson makes it 5-2. Ekblad sends it up. In front of it, there's a penalty. The Rangers will be shorthanded for the final minute of this Eastern Conference Finals Game 5. They find themselves down 5-2. Looks like Trouba heading to the box for tripping. Big face-off win by Barkov. Petry over to Huberdeau. Nice save by Hank. Looks like that was on Barkov on the side of the net. Keeps it 5-2. In over the blue line. Shots are blocked. Hoffman now with the puck over the red line. Enters the offensive zone. Still has it. Back shot. Save Hank. Trying to find some room. Not finding it. Finding a big body at the side of the net. The puck is cleared out. 2 seconds to go. Your Eastern Conference Finals champions in year 1 are your Florida Panthers. They will be fighting for the Stanley Cup. Year 1. I always hate to see Hank not getting a shot at the Stanley Cup. And that my team ruined his chances in his only IRL. Lundqvist and Hart. There's Barkov going up. Does not touch the trophy. Does not want the trophy. He'll take that picture, shake that hand. But there's more business to attend to. And that is the Stanley Cup for the Florida Panthers. We close out the New York Rangers in 5 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll take a look and see who we're up against in the Stanley Cup. It will be the Colorado Avalanche. We'll sim those first 3. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win. What worries me here is the reverse sweep. We're going to simulate to this day. Let's take a look at those lineups. Let's take a look at those stats. They've got us on offense, defense. No, that's us. 92 offense over 90 offense, 92 defense over 88, and 88 goaltending over 83. We lead them in all stats. Can we sweep the Colorado Avalanche, or is this the beginning of the EA Classic reverse sweep? No scoring after 1. 1-1 after 2. We head to the third period. Dadonov scoring for the good guys, and Nazem Kadri on Carter Hart for the Colorado Avalanche. Period number 3. Brendan Gallagher gets us up 2-1. Tyson Jost ties it up on the power play. 5 to go. We get the power play. Nothing doing. Let's jump in. Big face-off win by Florida. Petrie over to Ekblad. Boyle over the blue line. Dangles. No shot. Big one-timer there and a big save on the rebound. 50 seconds left. The Avalanche getting out of their own end, getting across the blue line on the offensive side, and they score with 45 seconds left. A big juicy rebound by Carter Hart on the stick of Landeskog, and he makes no mistake, making it a 3-2 game with 45 seconds left. Little bit of a heartbreaker, little concerning. Landeskog's not going to make any mistakes at that position with the puck on his stick. So it's Huberdeau in with McKinnon. 45 seconds left. 3-2 Colorado Avalanche late. Dadonov over the red line. Goalie pulled. Petrie shoots, scores, ties it up. 31.8 seconds left in the slot. A big clapper. I thought it was over, but no. My team is coming through. Jeff Petrie through Grubauer's 5-hole. Ties things up late. Let's go. Grubauer with a costly mistake late in this game. 31.8 seconds left. Tied at 3s. The Stanley Cup on the line for the Florida Panthers. Florida with the puck. 7 seconds left. Onside Bertuzzi. There's Strawman. Shot. Save. And we go to overtime. A great effort at the end of the period to try and finish this one before it goes to extra time. We score. We win the Stanley Cup. Colorado scores, and they live to see another day. Jeff Petrie playing hero. Dadonov with that big hit, the bruised apple, slap shot through the 5-hole, and we're tied at 3s heading into extra time. McKinnon with another face-off win. Back to Makar. Makar skates through. He's got some room. Shot. Carter Hart makes the save, but another costly rebound. The ref is waving it off, though. Let's see what the call is here. Goaltender interference by Makar, possibly. McKinnon did pop the puck in the net. Let's see where this faceoff ends up. But it looks like it's going to be goaltender interference on Cale Makar. And the goal does not count. Can the Florida Panthers capitalize on Lady Luck on their side? A big faceoff here for the Florida Panthers. It's Barkov and Kadri. Barkov up to Gardner. Over to... I have no idea who that is, but that's a hole-in-one. The Florida Panthers hole-in-one. Let's go, bang. Let's go. I don't even know who number 12 is. Was that Hayes? We have swept the Colorado Avalanche, who had a goal called back for goaltender interference earlier on in the overtime period. And I believe Kevin Hayes is your overtime hero. Man. Hole in one with the Florida Panthers. As I said at the beginning of the video, you luck out with your coach. It either works or it doesn't. We maintained most of our major players. That's Brendan Gallagher with the win, the game winner, and the Conn Smythe. We're able to keep Barkov, Dadonov, Hoffman, Huberdeau, Ekblad. We did move Bobrovsky for Hart. Hart, that's 2 in a row for Hart with my squad. We brought in Tyler Bertuzzi, tried to trade him all season and couldn't find a trade, so we kept him. Tried to trade Hoffman, an 85 third liner. No takers, so we kept him. Let's go. Who's Barkov going to hand it off to? Philip Hedel. Another guy who was on the trade block, the unofficial trade block. We tried to move him a couple times with a couple different players. It's Tyler Bertuzzi. Not only a sweep in the Stanley Cup Finals, but also a hole-in-one. Carter Hart, come get your cup. Your Florida Panthers, your Stanley Cup champions. Year 1. My heart sank when McKinnon potted that goal, and to see the ref's arms go, no goal, gave us extra life. There you have it. Hole-in-one with the Florida Panthers. Masters Challenge continues here on YouTube. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, hit those notifications, hit that like button, share it with your friends. Go jump on Twitter, twitter.com/crash_Andrews. And please come visit us on Twitch at twitch.tv/crash_Andrews. Also, if you want to know more about the Masters, that's crashandrews.com/masters. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys with Los Angeles on the next video.